Hello everyone, welcome to day 4th of June Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is open the lock. In this question we are given a lock that initially starts from 0000. Each 0 represents a state of a wheel, and each wheel can move in both clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction, starting from 0 number going up till 9 in clockwise direction, and in anti-clockwise direction starting from number 9 going up till 0. Also, we are given a few states of the wheel, that means dead end. You can't move beyond that state of the wheel. If you have arrived at that state, you have to stop the wheel there and then itself. We need to tell the minimum number of turns that we need to take in order to reach the target string from the initial state, which is 0000, going up till the target. And in case it's not possible, we have to return -1. The question might be a little overwhelming for you, but don't worry, we'll reduce this problem to a very simple state and then extend it to 4 wheels. Also, the question is not very tricky. It is based on this BFS traversal approach, which all of us have done plenty times in the past. So let's get started, and let me just start the slideshow and take a pen here. Lead code 752, open the lock. Even before going up till the actual problem, let's try to simplify it. Here I have taken the lock which only has one wheel in it. So the starting state of this lock becomes 0, and let's hypothetically assume the target state is 5. The dead state, if you arrive at this state, you can't move beyond that, is 3, and there can be more to it, but just for the sake of simplicity I have stated 3 here. And the wheel is free to move in clockwise direction. If it is at 0, it can move into 1. If it is at 1, it can move to 2. If it is at 2, it can move to 3. From 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and up till 9. Similarly, it can move in anti-clockwise direction. This is anti-clockwise direction, starting from 9th index going up till 0. And let's start the iteration using the BFS approach. What we are gonna do, we'll create a queue as usual. We'll add the initial state into the queue. The initial state is 0, and this marks the starting of the first level, the 0th level. We'll pull out elements from the queue and try to go in both the directions, anti-clockwise and clockwise direction. What would be the next two states? For clockwise it would be 1, for anti-clockwise it would be 9, and the level becomes 1 here. So this is 1, first level, and it has two elements in it, 9 and 0. Also, you'll create a set of visited values, so that you don't go in a loop kind of situation where you're pulling out the same elements and dumping the same elements back into the queue, and 0 gets added into the visited set. Let's continue the process. We have 1, we'll pull out 1 from the queue and generate the other two states. The other two states would be 2 and 0. 0 is already part of visited set, so we'll ignore it. We'll add 2 to the queue. Next, we'll pull out elements, the next element from the queue, which is 9. We'll generate two states, one in clockwise direction and one is anti-clockwise direction. In clockwise direction it will be 0, and in anti-clockwise direction it will be 8. 0 is already part of visited set, so you'll ignore it, and you'll add 8 to it. Also, visited set will have 1 and 9 added to it, and the next state or next level becomes 2 here, and it has two elements in it again, 2 and 8. So let's try and generate next states using these elements, and we'll pull out 2. We'll generate the other two states, one in moving in clockwise direction, which is 3, and other which is 1 going in anti-clockwise direction. 1 is already part of visited set, so we'll ignore it. 3 is part of dead states. Dead state mean you cannot go beyond that state if you have reached it, so we'll ignore it again. Let's continue the process. We get 8, and from 8 you can go in two directions, one in 9 clockwise direction, another in 7 anti-clockwise direction. So you'll add 7 to your queue, and 9 gets rejected by virtue of already being present in the visited set. So this is gone, and you'll add 2 and 8 to your visited set. Now the level becomes 3 and it has only one element in it. So you'll pull out that element 7 gets out, and you'll generate the rest of the two states, one in the forward direction, one in the backward direction. 6 and 8 is already part of the visited set, so you'll ignore it. 6 you'll add back into the queue, and here the level becomes 4. It now again has only one element in it, and you'll add 7 back into the visited set. Let's pull out 6 from the queue, and 6 gets pulled out. You'll go in both the direction, forward and negative. One number is 5 that is generated, other is 7. 7 is already part of your visited set, you'll ignore it. 5 is what your target state is, you'll break the loop. The answer becomes 4. I hope this approach is clear to you. And now going back to the question, it is an extension of managing 4 wheels altogether instead of a single wheel. The only caveat here is to identify the new state generation logic. Starting from 0, 0, 0, 0, what will be the next possible states? So in one iteration you will update this index 1, 0, 0, 0. The other possibility could be 0, 1, 0, 0. The next possibility could be 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Next could be 0, 0, 0, 1. All these are in the forward direction. Let's talk about the backward direction. 9, 0, 0, 0, 0, 9, 0, 0. Next would be 0, 0, 9, 0. And the last one would be 0, 0, 9. I hope these state generation logic is clear to you. I am using each index for updating it to one in the forward direction, another one in the reverse direction. Just try extending the previous logic to this extension, and you'll be able to arrive at the solution. So let's talk about how will you get to this target from all zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0. The first one would be 1, 0, 0, 0, one hop. Second hop would be 1, 1, 0, 0, double 1, double 0. Third one would be 1, 2, 0, 0. Fourth one would be 1, 2, 0, 1. And fifth one would be 2, 2, 0, 1. The last one would be 2, 2, 0, 2. I hope this logic is clear to you, and if something is still unclear, let's understand it in the coding section. The total hops needed for this state is 6. The first thing that I have done here is to define my visited set that will store all the states of the log that I have visited in the past, and then I check whether my target is null or not, or it's of 0 length. If it is, I simply return -1 from it. I added all my dead states into the visited set because ideally both of them are behaving in the same fashion. They are blocking generation of further new states. If a state is a dead state, it will block generation of new states from it. Also, if a state is visited in the past, it also blocks generation of new states from it. So I use the same hash set for storing both the information. Next, I defined a queue of type generic string and defined a variable level that is initialized to 0, added the initial state of the lock into the queue, which is 0, 0, 0, 0. And while the queue is not empty, I calculated the size. While size minus minus is greater than 0, pretty straightforward way of writing the BFS approach. I pulled out my current lock from the queue. If my visited already contains the current lock, I continue the process. Otherwise, I check whether my current lock is equal to my target state. If this condition is met, that means I have reached the target value, and I simply return back the level, whatever the value of level is. Otherwise, I generate all the next states from my current state of the lock. We'll talk about this method, but let's assume it returns all the possible higher states. I check whether my higher state or next state is part of the visited set or not. If it is not part of that visited set, I add it into the queue. I add my visited dot add current lock. Then I update my visited set with my current lock. And once we are out of this while loop, I incremented the level value, and in the end I simply return -1. Now the question reduces to writing the next state method appropriately. So the next state method returns a set of strings that are basically the higher states from the current states. I defined hash set again, and I converted my current lock state into a character array. I iterated over the 0th index going up till 4 because there are 4 wheels in current clock, and I extracted the current character. I calculated whether my current character is equal to 9. If it is equal to 9, the next higher state in clockwise direction will be 0. Otherwise, I added 1 to my current character and typecasted it back into a character value and assigned into lock char at ith index. Once I have done that, I added the current state of the lock into my new lock hash set, and I did a similar thing moving in the anti-clockwise direction. If I am at the 0th character, I will go to 9 in the anti-clockwise direction, or I'll subtract one value from it. If I'm at 9, I'll get reduced to 8. If I'm at 8, I'll get reduced to 7 in the anti-clockwise direction. I added the current state into my new locks hash set, and rest it's done. So let's try and submit this. Accepted. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day ahead.